Crypto.com holders, there's something that does not square up to me on this one. Why was he deleted? Was his last tweet? I mean, he was only posting a stance when it comes to the proof of research from Crypto.com, and I don't see it anymore. Now, what in the world is happening, Oscar Ramos? I know I've done some investigative work for all of us just to keep you in the know, right? It is something that is developing because right now we're seeing all the collapse with FTX, and to make matters worse, it seems that there's a hack on the FTX website and the application, and they want us to delete the app. Tom Brady even posting on Twitter, I had some funds, now I got zero. Thanks, FTX. I go to my account, zero as well. It is what it is. I understand, the stance of the entire public in crypto. Now nobody wants to trust centralized exchanges. Personally, I think the crypto.com FUD is ridiculous, right? I put out a lot of hours in my belt knowing and going through everything that they've done, and now with the proof of reserves, that's clear. It's more than enough to me, and the full audit is coming in the coming weeks according to them. But what am I talking when who was deleted and what just happened? Well, that's what I'm gonna tell you by the end of this video. A lot of things going on. So let's sit back, relax in this week, and go ahead and smash the like button, everybody. Consider subscribing to the channel and turn on those notification bells. Always facts straightforward to you. To start, the price. Yep, 7 cents, everybody. We're on KuCoin, not on FTX, because FTX is going to tell me like 5 cents or so. But KuCoin and the price that you're seeing on CRONOS obviously is very low. It's much lower than the one I bought my $1,000 of CRONOS. Am I concerned, worry? Absolutely not. It is what it is. Why? Because crypto.com does not collateralize its reserves with CRONOS, baby. They use Bitcoin, Ethereum, the whole thing. Basic practice, security practice that FTX forgot to do, and that's where they're cooked and gone. And I'm sure all the trust, as I've been mentioning in my last videos and lives, all the trust that institutions and customers, users like you and me had, it's out of the window. And obviously people are saying like, get out of centralized exchanges. I understand. I'm going to still have some of my centralized exchanges that I know I can have a little bit more trust, but obviously with my considerations. To start, everybody, just to paint the picture, obviously once the proof of reserves were put out, we understood on that small portion of the cold wallet from crypto.com, we know roughly $3 billion. As soon as that was posted, I made a video, exciting, happy, different wallets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, and CRONOS, of course, and more. I understood, great. Typically, exchanges like Binance, they will hold your Shiba Inu, hold your Bitcoin, what you buy on their exchange. That's the wallet, right? You remember Binance, the 3 billion that they have of Terra Luna? Isn't that what the users have too? So not necessarily Binance just can flush the entire Terra Luna because that's of course users' funds. Well, same thing goes with this cold wallet that they have, because on a previous, well, it's right there. Just to start, Mr. Whale, and there are some tweets on social media here on Twitter that they're trying to portray like crypto.com is gonna go down, bankrupt, or that they hold more Shiba Inu than Ethereum or CRONOS. The scary part, they hold more SHIB than Ethereum. And I knew immediately, like, man, doesn't necessarily that's what they own, right? And here it is, Chris, the CEO, saying it. These are customer deposits. We securely store one-to-one everything our users buy and hold on the platform. And indeed, users bought a lot of Shiba Inu in December 2022. You could figure it out just by looking at the global market cap, right? These are customer users. That's it. So it makes sense, customer, that, they're going to hold it, because the difference between a good centralized exchange and a bad centralized exchange, and he's getting tired of some responding nonsense, right, is that when you have liquidity on the exchange, as a bank, right? A bank can do this because they can get away with it, and they have all the laws protected by their government, Federal Reserve, whatever. But cryptocurrencies, we do not have it yet, regulation. So when you have liquidity, are you just gonna hold it there until the user wants to get it out, or are you gonna lend it and then try to make more money? That's what FTX did. Obviously, when you have a leak, Alameda Research, and people wanted to cash out, all the money from them, you lend it out. You don't have it. And that's your pathway to death, basically. So people should use basic logic. Which business had ties to FTX? This may affect by this event. Crypto.com had nothing to do with FTX. No FUD, my friends. I'll be the first one, right, to tell you guys, oh boy, we had lost the trust in crypto.com. That's not what it is. Total nonsense. We finished our staff reduction exercise in July. So right now there's a lot of FUD that had nothing to do with FTX, with crypto.com. But so recent, people are just spreading lies on crypto.com that obviously, even on my comments are like, you noob are talking about it. I'm like, dude, just tell me how many companies have the certification that crypto.com has, and I'm going to shut you up like that. Okay, so that being said, with the reserves, this is what occurred. Someone by the name of Shady CDC Crypto, this is the guy. I follow him. He works at crypto.com. From what I know, I had some message with him. It's here. Nothing confidential. It's here, so it's okay. Back in July, I spoke to him via Twitter because he worked at crypto.com. I was looking for jobs in the crypto industry, if you knew. And I was like, hey, I mean, can I have some info, tips? Maybe I can apply. And he replied to my messages a couple of times. He works in the Asia Pacific region as a manager, I believe. So all good. He is an employee, and he, of course, has his opinions and whatever. This is the tweet I retweeted yesterday, which I really like because it makes total sense. Why do we hold 600 worth of Shiba Inu? A long trade. Just to be clear and put to an end to the FUD, exactly what I'm trying to do with this video too. Any self-respecting CEX will have to hold whatever its customers have deposited on or bought, whatever the sentiment is about a particular token if customers hold it. Now, sad but true, I wanted to make this video about this because I wanted to speak to the FUD right here. But guess what happened? He's no longer on. He got deleted. And I hope that he's still deleted. Now, this is just less than 24 hours ago, so I'm expecting his account to be back. Now, why was he deleted? Was it a personal choice? Was it somebody deleting, banning him? I have no idea. But why was he deleted? Now, I try to find him on LinkedIn. I try to find him on crypto.com. For some reason, I cannot find his real name or his real position if he's an employee, right? But I've said, well said, makes perfect sense. I retweeted it yesterday. It makes total sense. And that's kind of like my main point that I wanted to make for this one. But it turned out to be a more like of what in the world happened to this crypto.com employee. And it was a beautiful 6 thread basically going through, because obviously we hold one-to-one and we will not lend any funds from crypto.com users to other platforms or other creditors like FTX did, and just to kind of make more money or so, because you never know. In a bear market, we can have that opportunity of falling if people want to withdraw, or there's some reason of, flush in the market, right? So he was deleted, and somebody replied to me, not sure why he deleted this, was curious else what he said. I know. Got it? So look at the markets, look at the fear, and obviously crypto.com is still putting up great content. It's ready for the World Cup. I am absolutely ready that when they post the full audit on here on crypto.com, or even Chris, right now Chris hasn't said anything, so still we're waiting for that full audit. The price looks like this at 7 cents. Family, CRONOS holders, in this video, I just wanted to make sure and reaffirm that I'll try to be the first one to tell you, if you know what, guys, you remember when I say that I think we're not making a mistake with crypto.com? No, I think this is no longer valid because they did this, or they had this, or they lied to us, whatever. But so far, everything that I'm seeing, it's a positive. And I know the FUD, as soon as FTX right now halting and hacked and all of these sad stories, removing the letters from their arena, it hurts. But you have to also take the opportunity to recognize the exchanges that did it right: Binance, Crypto.com, Coinbase, and other ones. All right. Hope this helped. Have a good one, everybody. Like and subscribe, and we'll see if this Shady gets his account back. It was cool posting and retweeting. I liked it. Peace.